Hi, this is Julie Davis. I am the Director of Workforce Development for the Association of Equipment Manufacturers. I'm going to be giving you an overview of our Workforce Solutions Toolkit, and I am happy to get started with that. You'll see that there's a login page, and if you are an Association of Equipment Manufacturers member, you can use your member login and get in that way. However, you do not need to be a member to use the toolkit. You are welcome to go to a new here area and create your own login at that time. We're going to ask you a couple of questions as you get logged in for the first time, and that just helps us to create a customized dashboard for you. The dashboard will display any action plans that you're working for. It'll show you any kind of new and updated activities that other members in the industry are doing for workforce, and also have some articles to share with you and such. So the dashboard will change and update over time. There will be new articles and research reports that are added, and your action plans as you get started on them will also update on your dashboard. The action plans themselves are really the core of this workforce toolkit. There are 15 different action plans, and they cover everything from outreach and hiring to different industry challenges. So go ahead and jump into those action plans that interest you, and hopefully you'll find some excellent content and ideas. There are also 200 industry articles here, and they are, you can search them using this, different filters. You can also go up and enter a topic that you're interested in, and it will find articles, research reports, and any action plans that have those topics included in them. When you click on an article, if you want to read that article, you'll see that it doesn't take you to the full article, but it does take you to a summary of the article. From that summary point, you can go out and jump into the read the full article area. Again, trying to just keep things very tight and concise for you to honor your time. We also have a data area or research area, and this is the 60 industry research reports that we've used to create these best practice suggestions. They also have the filter area and the search area. And if you click on to read the research reports, you will also get a summary of the research report with the opportunity to go out to the full report. Resources are those things that you think of when you have to sit down and create them. Surely somebody else has done this, and I shouldn't have to reinvent the wheel. And so these are things like career pathways, templates for flyers. They are different checklists. This is also an area that we're inviting the industry to contribute to. So if you've created something that you've found to be helpful and you're willing to share it, we'd love for you to send it in, and we'll add it to our resources. We're going to go through a full action plan now. Each action plan begins with a brief explanation of the subject and goes into a full overview of the subject, including any kind of data points that I've been able to identify during researching that topic. Also, additional information immediately available for you, articles, PDFs, and books. And on this, if you click in the read area, it will take you out immediately to the full report. On any books, we've also linked them to Amazon, so you can go right out to Amazon if you're interested in purchasing that book. From an overview, we give you the overview of the topic, and then we jump right into what you can do with that topic. And so there's an overview of what you can do. There are strategy suggestions as far as what you can do. And then there are case studies which exemplify what current industry members are doing and give you examples of kind of feet on the ground. Here's what this looks like in action. Then we go into an action plan, what really breaks down the steps of the things that you can do. All of the information in the toolkit is freely accessible to anyone up until this point. And we've done that because if you have a background in HR or have done any workforce development, just that consolidation of resources is going to be enough to give you some new thoughts and ideas on steps to take. For small to mid-sized companies that might not have any workforce development experience or might not have, even a full-time HR person. The action plan areas are really step-by-step strategies that are based on the best practices that really kind of hold your hand through the workforce development process. So that does require the premium access, but I'll tell you what, it is all very, very broken down in step-by-step instructions for you to be able to take steps confidently. I do have to go back because I failed to mention that all of the steps are rated by light, moderate, or heavy lifts. And so again, we want to make workforce development as easy as possible for anybody who's new to workforce development. You might want to choose a light lift that is less in time and resources to do versus the moderate or heavy lifts. And so that's a way for you to understand what kind of time and resource commitment any one of these action steps might require of your business. Once we get into the action plans, you'll see that there are a list of to-do steps. You can go ahead and get started. And again, walk right into there. The action steps have a purpose statement. They also identify your target audience. So who are we taking action and want to include? They have resources that are specific to the action step. So those again are articles, websites, partners that might be willing to help with those actions, PDFs, you name it. So there's a lot of different resources that will be available for you in there. The steps themselves are really about getting you thinking. What do I need to ask myself? What are the thoughts that I need to kind of gather? Who should I be talking to as I do this? So these are suggestions, and again, all based on the research reports and articles that we have. The steps also open up into detailed statements. So each of these will have drop downs that will give you additional information depending on what the steps are. So again, lots and lots of step-by-step things that you can do with confidence because they are based on the research and the best practices. Once we hit April, we're also going to be releasing a workforce development organizational readiness assessment, and that is something that your organization can take to see if you have some good strengths and some opportunities. You are able to take that assessment and then prioritize where you want to focus your workforce efforts, and hopefully there'll be an action plan that will support your efforts. We also will be launching a community asset mapping tool, which will help you identify those organizations in your community that are really there to help you develop your workforce pipeline. Not only will it help you identify those, but it'll help you understand what those organizations do and how you can work with them in order to increase your workforce pipelines. So again, my name is Julie Davis. I'm the Director of Workforce Development at the Association of Equipment Manufacturers. I will be available on Tuesdays and Fridays from 1 to 1:30 Central Time and Wednesdays from 9 to 9:30 through March to give live overviews of the toolkit and answer any of your questions. If those times don't work, you are also welcome to just contact me and schedule a time with me. Feel free to email me. Let me know if you want to join one of those live overviews, or if you want to schedule a one-on-one time with me so I can answer your questions directly. Thanks for your time today. I look forward to hearing from you and hope that the toolkit is going to be helpful in your workforce development journey.